I'd let her read my fortune any day. Am I down bad for character design? Okay, sorry, but dibs.
I mean,
You
if
can
we're
have
going
you
if we're going by season 1-ish Jack, or like Dark Signer's arc Jack, I think she's already spoken for.
I will duel the red dragon into submission. You can have you say, I've got dibs on the guy with my name.
Okay, that's fair. I already did the groan for him though.
Fair enough.
Oh,
He
the
has grown more than
drama!
once.
What a shocker! No one could have predicted this. We have a new king. You said Buddha. Oh,
Hey,
flashback?
bro, looks like it was a brief for the both of you, huh?
Yeah, I
Sorry.
guess it was. I mean, we're good friends after all. Oh, Rex Goodwin. How about I try this one?
Sure, let's see what you got.
The tournament is a resounding success. Everything is going according to plan.
That's a good voice for Rex, honestly.
It's the face, it's the look. He does not strike me as the goofy kind.
Whereas Pegasus, my man, I feel like the way the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's cast was designed, they took the character personality traits or design traits from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And improved. Like, Jack Atlas is an arrogant, power-focused duelist, but he's much more likable than Seto Kaiba because there's more to him. Seto Kaiba really just cares about winning,
And just being the best.
which he never is. Yusei is very caring about his friends, very focused. He's a very good duelist, which Yami is as well, but he's got better morals than Yami.
Yusei's even actually willing to risk his life for his friends. And actually be a bit reckless as a result. Stardust Dragon reflects that.
If it wasn't for one of the other signer dragons, Stardust Dragon would be my favorite design. But that's also because if you pay attention, it's the only dragon that's tattered. It's damaged. Its wings have damage to it. In this factor of Yusei in particular has been beat down his entire life. But he still has hope, no matter how tattered that hope is.
You say... Sayer, what should I do? Please, tell me. What should I do?
Akiza, look me in the eyes. Why did I give him a halfway cool voice? That one speaks such nonsense. It would be better if you believe what I tell you. And don't think about anything now. Just rest. You shouldn't fret over things that don't concern you.
Yes, Sayer.
You want to?
I trust you. You really should, Akiza!
Huh?
She says, yes, Sayer, I trust you. You really shouldn't, Akiza.
You want to know one of my least favorite changes from the manga compared to the anime? And by that I mean I wish the anime had done this. In the manga, Crow is introduced in the very first tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, and Yusei and Crow, that's actually when Yusei and Crow meets in the tournament for the first time.
And Akiza also meets him pretty early on. Actually, before the tournament.
If I recall correctly, in the manga, Yusei and Crow actually become very fast friends.
Yeah. Which is fitting for Crow, because in the manga, the man's like, I 4 synchro summons in 1 turn. That's the slowest you're gonna get.
Let's be honest, that's Yusei's entire shtick, too.
Yusei will slow play a decent bit. Crow lives up to his name, the Bullet.
Also a very big stark difference as Crow as a character between the anime and manga. In the anime, Crow absolutely loves kids, takes care of them, even. In the manga, he outright hates them. He and Leo do not get along until Leo and Luna finally snap out of their whole dual dragon trance.
Also in the manga, the dragons are evil.
Not entirely. Yusei's dual dragon is actually not entirely evil.
Stardust Spark Dragon.
Yeah, that's it. Stardust Spark Dragon's actually not entirely evil. Literally the reason why no one has been able to use the Stardust Dragon was because everyone got corrupted by the dark power and just wanted more of it. Yusei actually is the first in how many centuries to figure out that that's not what Stardust Dragon wanted. He didn't want some power-hungry maniac. He just wanted someone honest.
Could I give you one of my favorite card design details? So, in the end of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, we see a clash between Junk Warrior and Red Dragon Archfiend, where you see Junk Warrior punching and clashing a punch with Red Dragon Archfiend. And then we get Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, I believe it is. It's one of the retrains that is just meant to be Red Dragon Archfiend, but it's a different level 8. And its arm that it punched at Junk Warrior with is now in a cast. Get got.
Guess you're feeling better now, huh? After you staggered in here yesterday and fell right to sleep, I was kind of worried. If that's what you're like on the very first day, I can't say the future's looking good for you.
Where's our bed?
Good question.
Because if you click on the bed next to Okita or the other bed, it will say this is Okita's bed and this is Liquid's bed.
Maybe we bunk with one of them?
Oh, please no.
A little gay giggity?
Gosh dang it. You think you're safe, and then he starts using psychic powers like mind control on you. I'm very pleased that you're feeling alright today. So, Mason, am I right in understanding that you were to start training today? Should you have any questions, ask at the training room. Just exit the building and head west.
West is left. Gotta remember that. West is left.
Prepare to get jumped.
Apparently, this is Okita's bed. Apparently, this is Liquid's bed.
Check the couch.
So we either 2 beds in a 3-person room. That means you probably sleep here. Oh, god damn it!
What?
Is it bad that Barmy was kind of hoping for the whole gay giggity bit?
Hey, at least you're not trying to date Luna.
Fair. It says head west, but there's no west.
Out of the building! Also, go all the way to the other side. There's an item at the end of the hallway.
So, like, all the way over here?
Yep. You can't get into that room, but there's an item somewhere around here.
Um,
Check closer to the wall at the back.
you sure it doesn't spawn until later?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Go up. Should be
There it
around here
is.
somewhere. There it is.
What's that? There's something on the ground. 600 DP.
You're gonna need all the DP you can get.
Especially since we can't, we still can't customize our deck.
Not in story mode. If we were to leave and go to the World Championship section, we could. But you can't go up the elevator.
Yeah, that's an elevator.
Yet. So you see that little alcove down there? I'm pretty sure there's an item over there.
You mean over this? Oh wait, no. The one further down. You mean?
Yeah. That one just takes you to the training room. Somewhere around here. They're not always up against walls. Sometimes they are just out in the middle of nowhere. I guess I'm just going crazy. Besides, we haven't even gotten to my favorite training thing you're going to have to do. Drive a bike.
Oh, turbo duels.
No. Drive a bike. 5D's games have racing, Mason.
Okay, who are these two punks?
They give you the dual training.
Oh, so it's basically just... How come the guy on the right reminds me of the test... the tester duelist from GX Duel Academy?
Fair.
You must be Mason. I'm Czech. I'll be in charge of teaching you about duel puzzles.
And I'm Nino. I can offer you structure duel training.
Let's get started, shall we? You should train to
Czech's
improve
fine,
your powers as a duelist. In my class, you must solve some duel puzzles prepared by yours truly. Oh, is this what they did for Seven Trials of Glory and Duel Academy, where you have to win the duel in one turn?
In a very specific way, yes.
You could choose from between 5 problems. Get 3 correct answers and you pass.
In my class, you'll duel using a structure deck. To pass a structure duel, you need to win using 3 different decks.
If you clear both
right.
the duel puzzle and the structure duel, you can move on to the other types of training.
Bro.
And when the time comes, we'll explain what those other types are. Whenever you want to train, just talk to whichever of us you need.
I would recommend doing the duel puzzles first. They're easier. Feel free to try your luck as often as you like. We'll be waiting. Go save.
I think there was a save point down here somewhere. Yep. Oop.
Just to be safe. The dual puzzles are technically easier. You get more DP the higher the difficulty, but they're harder to answer.
There isn't any items in this room, is there?
I don't know. I've never checked.
Well...
Let's just do the dual puzzles.
Yeah.
We can come back here eventually.
Let's just do the dual puzzles. You could probably look it up later. You could choose from between 5 problems. Get 3 correct answers and you pass. So, shall we start your dual puzzle training?
Yep.
Very well.
Good luck.
Then please choose a problem. Compact duel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
The higher the number, the more points you get.
In that case...
Ha! Got him!
Okay, what do we
Time to
get?
add at least
Win this turn. Okay, what do we got?
5 recording.
Offering to the State Deity, destroy 1 reptile monster you control and 2 cards your opponent controls. Reptilian Viper, Reptilian Scylla, Reptilian Gorgon, 4 marshmallows, excuse me?
I guess he stole one from you.
And 2 swords of revealing light, both of which are activated.
Bear in mind, you can look at the cards in your deck in these.
Reptilian Hydra. The Reptilian's got a synchro monster?
They have more than one.
Huh. Axe of Despair, Molting Escape, Go Giga Gaga Gigo, Ashaleon, Reptilian Spawn, Reptilian Medusa,
Giga Gaga Gigo.
Giga Gaga Gigo, Double Summon, and Order to Charge.
And while you do that, I'll be playing Tears of the Kingdom. Because I'm not helping.
This card attacks an opponent's monster after damage calculation. The attack of the attack target becomes 0, and it cannot change its battle position. If this card destroys a monster with a 0 attack by battle, you can special summon that monster from the graveyard to your side of the field in defense position. Effects of that monster is negated.
Okay, so let's see.
Axe of Despair. With those marshmallows in defense mode, I can't.
Alright. So if you can't figure it out, I do have an old text document I wrote down with all the answers, so I have the answers.
I want to try it. I want to try and figure this out on my own. When this card is synchro summon, destroy all face-up monsters with 0 attack that your opponent controls, and draw 1 card for each monster destroyed. I don't think you can deck out by card effect. You can only deck out on draw phase.
Yep. Well, technically you will die if you do this wrong.
The end of each time this damage step, each time this effect is applied. That's a normal monster. While you control this face-up attack position card, your opponent cannot select a monster other than Oshelion as an attack target. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 reptile-type monster with 500 or less attack from your deck to your hand.
I will tell you, most of this hand is not useful. What was I doing? Why am I on a random archipelago? Why has it been 3 months, I think, since I played Tears of the Kingdom? Ooh, banana. Sorry. You there, Mason?
Yep, I'm figuring this out. Let's see. How many tuners do we actually have? Just the one? I think it's just the one.
Yep, you just have one in this deck.
I know what Double Summon does. Select one face-up normal monster except a token on your side of the field. When bait this card. When this card resolves, tribute the selected normal monster. Destroy 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field.
You also have to get those cards on your field.
Well, we have to get rid of the Swords of Revealing Light.
Zuh.
But I feel as though I'm definitely going to need the tuner for the Synchro Summon.
You know, look at your face downs.
4, 3, and then we have a level 2.
You know what's not going to do you any good? Attacking.
So the Gorgon would probably have to go then.
Yeah, it's a good flip summon target. Then you could use it to get rid of 2 cards. Because it's a reptile and you have offerings to the snake deity face down. Man, I really miss when you... If there's anything in Tears of the Kingdom that I felt like was a downgrade, they got rid of the guy that lets you just shoot straight up and instead gave you horizontal movement. And that is nowhere near as good.
Ooh, I think we got a slight lag spike for doing that. Let's go ahead and flip summon that. Because there's no reason not to, really.
Let's see. What do you don't? You're not ready for that step yet. Okay, so let's see. What do you got in your hand? What do you got spell wise?
Reptilian Spawn, Molting Escape,
Remove
and
from
Axe of Despair.
what spawn do?
Remove from play 1 reptilian monster from your graveyard. Special summon 2 reptilian tokens to your side of the field.
And you have a monster that needs tributes, and a monster in your graveyard.
Yeah. You can use the tokens for tribute summoning. I don't use tokens all that much.
You only need 1 token to summon Medusa.
Okay, I didn't know that Medusa was already selected.
That was Gorgon. Medusa's in your hand.
Or, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Select 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. The attack of the selected monster becomes 0, and it cannot change its battle position.
Which is a useful effect, considering Marshmallow is not destructible by battle, but Hydra destroys via card effect.
Yeah, destroy all face-up monsters with 0 attack that your opponent controls, but there's 4 of them.
You should only need to get rid of 3, since you have Order to Charge in your deck. So if you get rid of 1 of your tokens to summon Medusa, you could discard 3 cards from your hand, leave Axe of Despair so you can get enough attack value to kill him, and then summon Hydra from the tuner and monster you have on board to destroy 3 Marshmallows, draw 3 cards, play double summon, tribute 1 for Giga Gaga Gigo, use Order to Charge, and win.
So send away, keep Axe of Despair, send away everything else.
Yes. I'm trying to save you from doing what I did, which was like 7 hours worth of experimentation, because Kid Jackson was not the smartest duelist. Is there fruit up here? Oh, there is. Neat. And make sure you're doing it to a different Marshmallow each time.
Yeah, it's not letting me choose the ones that have already been affected by the effect.
That is good.
That leaves 1 Marshmallow with still its regular attack stats, but I'm guessing that we're good to Synchro Summon now.
Yes, Synchro Summon, don't use the token. Because you'll draw Order to Charge off of Hydra's effect. Because you're destroying 3, so you're drawing 3. You get what I'm saying? So you'll draw the 3 cards left in your deck, get Order to Charge, and Giga Gaga Gigo, tribute the token for Giga Gaga Gigo, use Order to Charge, and then you've got a dead opponent.
So play double summon.
Yes.
And
tribute the token to summon Giga Gaga Gigo. Because it needs to be a normal monster, not a token. Then use the effect of Order to Charge to get rid of the extra Marshmallow. Then you use Axe of Despair to give yourself enough attack points to kill him. They're very precise with these duels.
That's one down. 2 more to go.
The only reason I was that willing to help is I know specifically how hard that one can be to figure out, because if you messed up any step there, you would have lost. And I don't want us to be here forever.
That's fair. Winning this turn. So what do we got? Tethys, Goddess of Light. Jar of Greed. Solemn Wishes. Raiko, Lightsworn Hunter. No extra deck. 5 cards in our deck. Wolf, Lightsworn Beast. Orcrus, Lightsworn Druid. Janus, Lightsworn Mender. Celestia, Lightsworn Angel. Judgment Dragon. Okay, so we're playing with Lightsworns.
Yep.
Opponent has 3 Marshmallows and Gravity Bind.
So, point to be had here. You're going to need life points.
Oh, Jesus.
Your own,
I have only 100 life points.
Yeah, and your only option to get rid of your opponent's cards in this deck is Judgment Dragon. So the first thing you're probably going to want to do is use Solemn Wishes.
Increase your life points by 500 points each time you draw a card or cards.
Do not lead with Jar of Greed.
But now we can activate it, right?
Well, do not activate it. The top card of your deck is Wolf, who special summons himself if he's destroyed. So what you're gonna want to do is flip Raiko and destroy Raiko. The cards on your opponent's side of the field do not matter. You're aiming for Judgment Dragon, which destroys everything. So destroy Raiko. You need him in the gray.
There we go.
If your goal... Yep, don't change. You need Wolf to hit the grave to trigger his effect, which special summons it. Don't change.
And let's just put it in a tap position.
Next, you're going to tribute Wolf.
For Tethys.
Got it. Because now, when you use Jar of Greed, once Tethys is on the field, you get to draw the remaining 2 cards in your deck. 2 draws means 1,000 life, which means enough power to use Judgment Dragon. See what I'm getting at here?
Yes.
Now you should be able to summon Judgment Dragon. If you hadn't have destroyed Raiko with his own effect, you wouldn't have been able to destroy Judgment Dragon, or summon Judgment Dragon.
Oh, some monsters have summoning animations.
Yep. Usually it's big boss monsters.
And then we use Judgment Dragon's effect.
Which wipes the board, leaves you with a 3k attack monster on the field, and leaves your opponent with nothing. Once again, I've done these duel puzzles so many times that I know their solutions from memory. I am not kidding.
Oops. Success.
Yep. And then you have 1 more left to do. 3 lets you summon a 3 I will not help you with, but it has a very cool summon if you do it properly. Because if you complete 3, you get to summon an anime monster.
Alright, so what do we got?
Look at the extra deck.
We're staring down a Dark Armed Dragon. 1 for our face down. We have Majestic Star Dragon, Stardust Dragon, and Turbo Warrior. I'm sorry, how did they manage to get their hands on these two? Because I'm pretty sure the Signer Dragons are supposed to be one-of-a-kind cards, and I don't think Majestic Star Dragon was even a thing yet.
They're not one-of-a-kind because the Signers have multiple copies in this game.
Okay, so we have no deck. Plague Spreader Zombie, Quick Draw Synchron, Mad Archfiend, Majestic Dragon, and Stardust Xiaolong.
Yep. You know what can be used pretty effectively here?
Oh my god, so many tuners.
Yeah. So, use Quick Draw to discard Plague Spreader. Because Plague Spreader will let you put a card back on top of your deck, specifically your Majestic Dragon, so that you could use 1-for-1 later to special summon. Use Plague Spreader in the grave.
Oh, special summon from the graveyard. Okay.
Yep. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is summon Stardust Xiaolong, not Mad Arch. And I think you should be able to figure out the rest of the steps from there. So you need to click Majestic Dragon in your hand to put it back on top of your deck so 1-for-1 can be used. Remember, the end goal is Majestic Star, so you can negate an effect and steal an effect.
So we want 1-for-1 to send away Mad Archfiend.
Yep. So if you use Stardust Xiaolong, which is in your hand, now you can use it to Synchro Summon with Quick Draw Synchron. That then lets you use Plague Spreader Zombie to get up to Stardust. If you do this in the wrong order, you will mess it up. Because not having a Stardust Xiaolong in the grave is a problem. Because Stardust Xiaolong special summons itself when you summon a Stardust monster.
So we need to use Quick Draw and Stardust Xiaolong for the Synchro Summon.
Yep. Then what can you do with a level 2 and a level 6?
Synchro Summon again!
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Wrong button.
Not the prettiest sprite, but it's a unique summon animation.
Activate the effect of Xiaolong. Yes?
It special summons itself.
And then activate 1-for-1.
Yep. Because then eventually that's going to give you access to Dark Armed Dragon's effect. Remember, you need to do 3,800 damage to win this duel.
So we want to Synchro Summon now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I am doing this right.
You are at the final steps of this. It's not overtly complicated once you figure out how to get to Majestic Star. How many arrows did I have?
You contribute this card to negate the activation of opponent's spell, trap, or monster effect. And destroy all cards your opponent controls. Once per turn, you can negate the effects of one face-up monster your opponent controls until the end phase. Also, if the negated effect can be activated, you can activate it once as this card's effect. During the end phase, return this card from the field to the extra deck and special summon one Stardust Dragon from your graveyard. So we want to activate this effect?
Yeah. You want to use the negate, yes. Negate Dark Arm Dragon, you still have a dark monster in your graveyard, so you have access to Dark Arm Dragon's Banish Destroy effect that made it so powerful in early Yu-Gi-Oh! And then bada bing, bada bam!
So now we activate this again.
Yep. It's funny that we used one of Jack's cards to summon one of Yusei's biggest boss monsters.
Even though no one ever used this thing because it was so hard to summon.
Yeah. To be fair, I used Majestic Red when I was a kid, but that was because I had it. I also used Red. No. Oh, but to do what I'm trying to do, I have to fight them. You know what? No, fam. I'm good. I am all good.
You have now completed your dual puzzle training. Now, don't forget to complete your structure duel training as well.
Yep. You can't do the other puzzles yet, but by doing the structure duels, you progress the story. Structure duels are fun.
We are just over the 2-hour mark as of recording this, so probably after this we can end the session here.
I was going to say, if we end it right after the structure duels, it makes sense. If we did want to just complete the chapter and call that the end, which isn't bad, it's just a race, and that's the end of the chapter.
So after this, it's just a race and that's it?
After this, you get one race, and that ends the chapter, yeah.
Okay, so I needed when we're using 3 different decks.
Yep.
So, which decks do we have? Dragon's Roar, Zombie Madness, Blades of Destruction. Oh, I think these are actual structure decks that actually did exist.
Yep.
Well, I already know one of the structure decks you would use.
Which one?
Zombie World.
Never used it. I'm a big fan of Monster Mayhem.
I actually did have this structure deck, so I think I can actually use this one fairly well.
I still have that structure deck, actually.
Machina Mayhem versus Fury from the Deep.
Ooh, that could be a good matchup, could be a bad matchup, honestly.
Well, I can set a compulsory evacuation device. Set formation union.
Man, you did not get a good hand.
Combination attack.
You don't have any union. You don't have monsters to use combination attack with yet. There is union monsters in the deck.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I am debating whether or not to use hand destruction, though.
You could get rid of something big like Umi.
Yeah, but they're the ones that decides what to get rid of. But this is also the AI, so they could be stupid. I might just get rid of combination attack and Swords of Revealing Light.
I would get rid of the gadget personally.
Really?
At least Swords of the Revealing Light can still stop attacks.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. And destruction. Get rid of the gadget. And get rid of combination union. Machina Gear Frame, okay. And Dimensional Prison.
Both big. Gear Frame lets you search for any Machina monster. Tornado Wall would have been a pain in the butt had he kept it, too.
I think you mean she. And Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness. I'm not drawing Machina Force.
Add Machina Fortress.
That's what I was thinking
that way,
too.
If you draw a single machine monster next turn, you have the ability to use it.
Should I activate? Well, no, I don't think I need to activate the sword right now.
Nope, you're pretty safe. They lead with Heavy Storm.
Premature Burial. Well, we know who they're bringing back. Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness. What card is it asking to activate? Compulsory Evacuation Device.
Don't.
No. Reload. Snatch Steal. I mean, okay, I have a way around that.
Yeah, compulse.
I might as well do it now.
Yes.
Come on. There we go. And Mother Grizzly.
What face downs do we have?
Well, we can only activate the one.
No, I'm... Okay. You're going to want to use the Dimensional Prison on Mother Grizzly. While Sea Serpent Warrior may have more power, Mother Grizzly lets him search for another thing, and you have all you need to summon Fortress next turn.
Fair point. Yes. Dimensional Prison.
Okay.
Rollout.
So that rollout, normal summon Gear Frame.
Yep. And then we can bring in another Machina monster.
Yeah, get yourself a Peacekeeper.
I don't really use Peacekeeper all that much. When discards in the field is destroyed after the graveyard, can add one Uni monster from your deck to your hand. Once returned during the main phase, you can equip this card to a machine. Blah, 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 blah.
It's a level 2 you can pitch and then eventually use rollout to bring back to give Fortress more protection. Remember, if you want to summon Fortress, you have to chuck whatever you just added to your hand. Why is there a pirate ship of the Cobbler?
And the thing is that you can still special summon it, even if you sack Machina Fortress.
Yep, love that. So don't use Gear Frame yet. You want to get the attack off with it still. He has nothing face down that can cause you any problem.
Select and activate one. Equip one Union monster on your side of the field to an appropriate monster on your side of the field as an equip spell, which we really don't want to do. Unequip one of your... Okay, this is basically just a trap card that uses a Union effect.
Yeah. Once again, save it for later. You might need it for later.
No sense of clashing.
Yeah. Bonk.
Honestly, I really do love the designs of the Machina monsters.
Yeah, they're cool.
And for those of you who are probably going to say, no, it's pronounced as Machina, there is a counterpoint. In Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's, an English dub episode, it's a blink it and you miss it, but they actually do summon the sniper of this archetype. And they call it Machina Sniper. On top of that, in Japan, this archetype is known as the Machine-er archetype. They just replaced the ER and replaced it with an A. So officially, it is pronounced Machina.
It is not a Deus Ex Machina in this case. It is a Deus Ex Machina.
Precisely. Hammer Shot. Destroy one face-up attack position monster with the highest attack.
Okay, so what you're going to want to do is activate Formation Union. Because if you
or roll out.
Union, force Gear Frame onto Machina Fortress, which leaves it alive, and then you can just roll out Gear Frame back after it's destroyed.
True. They always have each other's backs.
Once again, I play a Machina, either one, Death, IRL, a lot. I know, like, every aspect of this strategy to a T, be it ancient version or more recent version. Oh, there's somebody sniping me. I was wondering why I was taking so much damage.
Equip the gear frame. To Fortress. Draw. Yellow Gadget. Might as well. Now we can unequip gear frame to special summon it. Battle phase. Damn Manta Ray.
You attack the yellow gadget, I assume?
Yeah.
Why?
Weakest monster, just in case.
I've already given you this advice multiple times. It is safer if you know they're not going to stop your attacks to just swing with the biggest. You would have gotten more damage had you gotten through with Gear Frame and Yellow Gadget than if you'd gotten through with Machina Fortress anyway.
What do you got? Oh. Oh, we special summoning. Fenrir.
Yeah, it's not very good, but hey, it'll do something.
I mean, it can only destroy a yellow gadget. Wait, I didn't draw. When this card destroys some punch monster. Oh. Skips the next draw phase. Should I swords? Yeah. Should I swords to reveal that face down?
It's up to you, honestly. It keeps him from attacking.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we're dealing with. Mother Grizzly.
So I would say attack with your strongest monster in the Fenrir, so you still get the damage.
Yep. Which is half the current life points she had. And I have to destroy Mother Grizzly at some point.
Yeah, but destroying it now won't let them summon anything strong enough.
Unshaven Angler. When tribute summoning a water monster... Oh, okay. So it's basically a water version of Double Costin or Kaiser Seahorse.
There's one for every element.
A legendary ocean. Umi's on the board. So, reduce the level of all water monsters in both players' hands and on the field by 1. I'm pretty sure that this is an all-earth deck. All water monsters gain 200 attack and defense.
Pretty much, yeah. The Machina deck is... it's not all earth. I believe it has at least a copy of Cyber Dragon.
Oh, yeah. It does have Cyber Dragon in it.
I don't know if it's got multiple Cyber Dragons.
I think it only has the one.
Because currently Cyber Dragon is limited to one in this game.
What effect? Oh, gear frame. To equip it. Oh, that was actually very stupid of me.
What'd you do?
I accidentally attached with the angler with gear frame. I'm surprised that the clash didn't go through. Oh wait, no, that's right. It was in defense position. I was looking at its attack points, not its defense points. So that was just me being stupid. Not that it matters. One anyway.
Nice. That's 1 of 3.
I did see another machine structure deck.
That one's Ancient Gears.
There it is, Machine Revolt. Was there another? Oh, there's one that's literally just called Starter Deck.
Yeah, it gives you... It's the only one that gives you any synchro monster. But it also gives you Road Warrior and Road Synchron as part of that setup, and Road Warrior is cool, but it is
Curse
like
of Darkness.
Oh, you're not in a good place. I'm sorry.
And this was still back in the day when the person who went first drew the first card. So we are saying Ultimate Offering. We are saying Sakaretsu Armor. We are activating Ancient Gear Castle. And then there is Ancient Gear Engineer. Face up Ancient Gear monsters, gain 300 attack points each time a monster is normal summoned or set. Put 1 counter on this card. Destroy any monster that bows with it at the end of the damage step. Oh wait, no, we can't actually summon that card, so...
Yeah.
Let's set it.
This is also the point in time where they were giving ancient gears and gadgets synergy with each other.
Yeah. Magical Mallet. So how many cards you sacking? And I might as well just go ahead and activate this, otherwise it's just going to keep being a pest. 1, 2... Only 2. Oh wait, no, 3. I didn't see that third one go. Malice Doll of Demise. This continue a spell card. Special summon this card from your graveyard during your standby phase. Oh, that's right. You can activate Ultimate Offering's effect on your opponent's turn.
Yep.
So we could potentially get an Ancient Gear Engineer on the field. And it would have 1800 attack, which would beat over the Malice Doll of Demise. Or we could just simply destroy the Malice Doll of Demise with Sakuretsu armor. I think I might want to do the offering. Let me see. Face up Ancient Gear monsters, gains 300 attack. I lose 500 life points, but that's literally nothing. There's a reason why that card has been banned for a while. No. Yes.
That many summons is just not good. Ask anyone that spent 5 minutes in a game with a freaking Flawandereeze deck.
Enemy controller. That's not really worth activating right now, though.
Correct.
But at the very least, we can set it for later. And I'm considering equipping Ancient Gear Engineer with the Ancient Gear Fist. But we don't really need to at the moment.
Fair.
And the beauty of Ancient Gears is that they basically do lock down back row. Discard attacks. When this card attacks, destroy one spell or trap card on your opponent's side of the field at the end of the damage step. Okay. Get rid of that face. Magic Cylinder! I am surprised she just did not decide to activate Magic Cylinder.
I don't think it works on Engineer.
Oh, that's right, because Engineer, because of the lockdown effect. I just stated it locks down back row.
And then what do you immediately forget?
Honestly, it's a good thing we gotten rid of that, though.
Yeah.
Let's lock down the back row again, just in case. Because if it's anything like Magic Cylinder, then that means the back row is going to be especially nasty.
That's, of course, if they get to use the back row.
Which is why I want to lock it down. Oh, what was that?
Yep.
Dimension Wall. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Instead of you, your opponent takes the battle damage you would have taken from this battle. So another Magic Cylinder.
Yep.
But it just doesn't negate the attack, and it's actually treated as proper battle damage.
Another thing, like, this deck that you're dueling is focused on burn damage, by the way.
All the more reason to make sure the back row is not a factor. I would assume this deck has Ancient Gear Golem.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it's got Gadgetron Dragon as its boss.
I might as well. This punk gets getting steamrolled. Heavy Storm. Saving that for later.
When they've got more back row on the field.
Or like it's at a point to where I actually don't really care as much about my own back row. Because I actually have a pretty decent setup, all things considered. What is this? Ancient Gear Workshop. We can't use that right now because we don't have a single Ancient Gear in our graveyard. And our opponent did dead draw. And vase. Nightmare Steel Cage. So neither of us can attack for 2 turns.
Yep.
So
unless you heavy storm it.
We have Gadgetron Chimera.
Yep. Use the gadget.
No, I did.
Don't.
I didn't want to. Okay, I think
No.
Okay, that is actually something I can appreciate. You can actually take back your actions. And let's see. Since we... if this card successfully attacks your opponent directly, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. We might as well use the Heavy Storm. It does destroy our own cards, but we are able to attack and end this duel.
Yep.
Get him! She says, "What? I never lose." Bitch, you lost this duel and the last one.
Your character says the same. Your character says, "What? Since when do I lose?" Anytime he loses.
Okay, I don't think there's any more machine decks.
The structure deck is Machine Warriors.
There's Warriors Triumph, Invincible Fortress, Lord of the Storm.
There's a Warrior Strike, I believe it's called, is a Gemini deck. It's pretty neat.
You know what? Sure, let's play around with some Geminis. Warrior Strike versus Warriors Triumph.
You have Phoenix Gearfried, one of my favorite boss monsters. Don't mess this up.
Dies in one turn.
I swear. I have never lost using the structure deck you're using, and I have used it in the main game. If you manage to die in one turn, I am going to be ashamed of you.
To be fair, if I actually get OTK'd, it's never because of a situation that was in my control in the first place. And we only have one monster that we can't even summon. No, really. Like 2 traps, 3 spells, and 1 level 5 monster.
Oh, I know.
Command Knight.
Oh, your opponent came out swinging, and you came out with a dud of a hand.
Basically, case in point, situation beyond my control. Swing of Memories. Special summon one normal monster from your graveyard is destroyed during the end phase. Where are the monsters at?
What's your face on traps?
Dark Bribe and Birthright.
Jeez. Okay, what does Mind Control do again?
Take control of one monster your opponent controls until the end phase. It cannot declare an attack or be tributed. So I can't.
Okay,
I can't even use it to. I can't even use it to summon Freed the Matchless General.
You have become a victim of get scammed, kid.
That's the thing. I think you jinxed me when you said, do not lose with this deck.
I will still be ashamed of you.
Marauding Captain. And Warrior Lady of the Wasteland.
Oh, fun.
I only have 1 turn left.
If you brick, yes.
Oh wait, it's a monster.
Is it a summonable monster?
It is a summonable monster. Gemini Summoner.
Oh, crud, you bricked.
Once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can pay 500 life points to normal summon or set 1 Gemini monster from your hand, or normal summon 1 face-up Gemini monster you control. Once per turn, if this card will be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. I could equip it with Big Bang Shot, though. Which would bring it up to 1900.
You have to remember, you are always at risk of somebody saying, Heavy Storm, what monster?
I don't really have a choice. It's all I got.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna have to take the risk. And I can only attack the Marine Captain because of its effect. Oh, Mystical Space Typhoon. Okay, yeah, no, I'm negating that. You draw an extra card, but...
It'd be funny if he flipped over a Dark Ride.
No chain. But there's a blast with chain.
Get God. GG. You just got scammed, kid.
Fuck!
He lost with a deck that I've never lost with, even in main game duels. Good job.
To be fair, the deck is the one that decided, fuck you.
I just got a weapon that is something that every guy wishes he had. A sturdy, thick stick.
Lightning Blade. Is that going on Marauding Captain? No, that is going on Command Knight.
I think you may have gotten scammed, dude.
That's GG's. Should I try this deck again?
Hilarious.
Should I try this deck again, or should I switch over to a different deck?
I think you should do what you think feels right.
You know what? Let's try this deck again.
Maybe you won't brick this time. I've never bricked with it, so I am, like, extremely surprised.
You can't blame me on this one. The game is the one that decided to give me the middle finger.
You can keep saying I can't blame you all you want. Doesn't mean I won't still find a way to blame you.
This time it's against Spellcaster's Command. Is this
This could be good, this could be bad.
Is this spell counters?
It's one of the spell counter decks, yes.
So we're probably going to be dealing with spell books then. Okay, what do we got this time? We have Sakuretsu Armor, Hidden Armory, Spell Striker, Birthright, Evocator Chevalier, and Silent Doom.
Hey, a 1900 attack monster to start is pretty good.
And we actually send one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Add one equip spell card from your deck to the graveyard to your hand. Deck or graveyard to your hand. You cannot normal summon or set the turn you activate this effect. But I can activate the effect even though I've... Oh wait, no. I cannot normal summon or set. So let's normal summon first. What do? You can remove from play one spell card from your graveyard to special summon this card. This card can attack your opponent directly. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card.
Oh gosh, I did not expect the structure deck duels to give this much problems.
I mean, to be fair, we had two very easy steamrolling wins.
Of course the machines showed you favor.
Of course, they're machines.
To be fair, I don't think I've ever had a launch with a Machina deck either. I've never used the machine.
I don't think I'm going to summon Freed, but I am going to activate Hidden Armory.
Fair.
And then, what do we got? If the equipped monster is destroyed by violence sent to the graveyard, special summon to your side of the field during the end phase. Big Bang Shot. Supervise. Equip only to a Gemini monster is treated as an effect monster and gains its effects. When this face-up card on the field is sent to the graveyard, select and special summon one normal monster from your graveyard. Symbols of Duty. And Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. You know what? Let's do Supervise. Let's give our Gemini monster its effect, since I can't normal summon the turn I use that card anyway. So let's see. You can send one face-up equipped card you control to the graveyard to destroy one card your opponent controls. And then we'll go ahead and just simply special summon Spell Striker by banishing Hidden Armory. No. I'm not really seeing anything that's necessary to use the destruction effect on.
Yeah.
Just attack directly with the Spell Striker. Okay, didn't stop it. So got free 600 damage. And the face down is Silent Magician level 4. Blast Magician.
Spell counters.
And Terraforming. For Magical Citadel of Endymion, which I expected. Plays the field spell. And gets a second spell counter. Destroy my Spell Striker, which is... Honestly, I rather tribute the Spell Striker. So, we're going to stop that with Sakuretsu Armor.
Fair.
Draw. There's Phoenix Gearfried.
My boy.
But it's actually more worth it to summon Freed the Matchless General.
Yeah, for now. If you had a discard outlet you could use, if you ever were at the risk of losing Chevalier, you could use Supervise to drag back Phoenix Gearfried.
Yeah, there's actually no point in trying to get rid of the field spell.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to get destroyed no matter what I do. Let me... Is this Drew Normal Summon? It is Drew Normal Summon. This is already turning out better than last time.
Does not surprise me that much, honestly.
And a face down. So, got nothing. What is... I wish I could just check. You can have one level 4 or lower warrior type monster from your deck to your hand instead of conducting a normal draw in your draw phase.
It's worth it with this card. There's plenty of options.
Let's see. Top of the deck. There is Marauding Captain as an option. Once per turn, you can remove and play one monster from your graveyard to destroy one face-up monster. Honestly, that might be worth it.
Yep.
What do you do? Once per turn, this card will be destroyed by battle. Is not destroyed. If this card battles after damage calculation, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Gemini monster from your deck, except Gemini Soldier.
Yep.
I might just take the Marauding Captain, honestly. And summon said Marauding Captain. The face down was Micro. Oh. Make cool. Master of Barriers.
Interesting.
I could be totally butchering that name.
Entirely possible.
I actually won this time. So how close are we to ending Chapter 1?
We have a race left after this and some dialogue, and that's the end of Chapter 1.
Okay, we might as well keep going till the end of Chapter 1. Okay, we've completed the structure duel training. Your training here is over. Starting tomorrow, you need to undergo dual runner race training. You're not doing dialogue anymore?
Oh, sorry. But it won't be held here. It will be held on the highway at the east side of the Dominant City.
Nice work today. Be sure to work hard tomorrow as well. So now we basically just go back home?